Hey everyone, guess what day it is? That's right, it's going up on a Tuesday. It's Mortgage Tip Tuesday with It's Your Favorite Loan Officer in the whole wide world. Hashtag JLoan. That's right, I missed y'all last week, had some family things going on. But again, besides work, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and there's things that I have to do, and I wasn't able to give you a video, but I have a great video today. And it's all going to start on what's going on today. So today is Warren Buffett's birthday. And if you've never heard of him, he is one of the wealthiest individuals out there. And he gives a ton of great advice on investing and things of that sort. And so one, I want to say happy birthday to Warren Buffett. But two, I found some quotes that I wanted to share on how he feels about purchasing a home, and then we're gonna go from there, okay? So the first one he says is, a house can be a nightmare if a buyer's eyes are bigger than his wallet. And why I really liked this quote is I often get in sticky situations with borrowers when they want to borrow at the max capacity of their debt to income. And the reason why that is a stressor is because of the fact you have to keep in mind, one, lenders qualify you on gross income. That's not take home. So if we're at the max, you're really at your max. And if anything happens, like your taxes and your insurance go up, an emergency happens, you blow a tire, daycare goes up, medical, all these things can happen. And if you're at max capacity, now that home you bought becomes a stressor because you bought it at max capacity. And so I really love this quote is because his second quote says, our country's goal should not be to put families into the house of their dreams, but rather to put them in a house they can afford. And I 100% agree with that wholeheartedly. And believe me, I have shared many, I call them my loan officer chronicles, when borrowers get upset with me because I can't qualify them for what they want. Of course, you can always go choose other lenders that may do something that I can't do, and that's okay. But my reality is home ownership should be a joy. It's a financial tool that you can use for your future, for your kids' future, to help pay for college, just to give your family assets in a time when there's a pandemic and you maybe need the equity. Those are things that we look at. And so I wanted to take this time because he's such a great investor. I wanted to show you a way that you too can be smart with your money in the real estate business, all right? And the way you can do that is we're gonna talk about multi-unit purchases, all right? And that's buying a duplex, a triplex, a fourplex property, and how can you maximize by buying those properties, okay? So there's two loans. One is FHA and one is VA, okay? And both of these loans, if you're going to live in one of the units, you can still rent out the other units and still only put down on VA 0% down up to a fourplex, but you gotta live in one of the units, okay? And then on FHA, you only have to put 3.5% down. So think about that. I want you to truly think about that. Now you can have your other tenants actually really pay your mortgage. Now, how awesome would that be? Because let's just say you buy the home as a primary residence, you rent 1, 2, or 3, however many units you have. And then 2 years from now, you decide you want to move into a single residence, and now you rent out that other side. You just became an investor, and now you have cash flow working for you. This is the way that you can maximize the money that you make, your savings. Not only that, by you becoming a owner, you're also helping other borrowers that maybe cannot purchase and they need to rent. So if you want to learn more about how you can get into your first home, buy a multi-unit property, use that rent to help you pay your mortgage, then you really need to give me a call. All right. Now, there's been tons of talk. Interest rates are still all over the place. They're still higher than what they have been in the past. But I read such a great post by someone who I truly, truly adore, that works for Union Home Mortgage, and she's just phenomenal. And her name is Caitlin, but she posted, "I'd rather pay 10% interest on a home I own than pay 100% rent on something that I don't own." So stop the talk, okay? It's about affordability. People are never going to stop buying because the interest rates are higher than what they used to be, okay? That's just a reality. It's about affordability. I've been saying it for months. If you want to buy a home and you don't know the first step of what you need to do, the first thing you need to do is to give me a call, all right? Once you give me a call, I will map out a plan for you on what you can afford. Are you ready? Let's take a look and let's put you on a journey, all right? Don't listen to the talks of the news. Don't listen to your friends and your family. Just call. It's a no obligation phone call that is going to help you build financial freedom for you in the future. So I hope that this helps you today. I am always just so happy to bring you information, but my passion and my joy is to get you in homes. And I do call them your dream homes, because if you come from renting, your first home is your dream home, right? If you didn't believe you could, then your first home is still your dream home. But you got to start somewhere, because many people started 3 years ago with their first home, and maybe it wasn't the home of their dreams, but it was a home they could afford at the time. And based on the market, they've been able to sell that property and buy another property, or not sell that property and rent that property and buy another property. So there's so many ways for you to use real estate to help you with your financial goals, especially if you have a great financial advisor. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but having someone who is really concerned with your financials to help you in the real estate realm, then it's going to be an exciting future. So I hope that this video does well. If you like it, of course, press like, then share it, and of course, comment on it. And until next week, I will see you on next Tuesday. Talk to you soon. Bye.